With the housing market starting to rebound, interest rates have really started to increase in the last few months. Now, our KC Live home and real estate expert Elizabeth Sadie is back with advice so you can get the most bang for your buck. So what's happened in the last 6 or 8 months that has caused those interest rates to go up?
Well, numerous things have happened, but a few things that I think are affecting the interest rates are unemployment claims are down, jobs have been added back into the economy, and then manufacturing is up. So that all plays into, with many other factors, plays into why the interest rates are increasing, but they've increased quite a bit over the last 6 months.
So what does that ultimately mean for buyers right now?
Yeah, it's interesting how unless you sit down and really do the math and you've compared what you would at different interest rates, and that's what I kind of wanted to chat about. For a buyer, if they're looking to purchase and interest rates were to go up, let's say, for example, they want to keep their mortgage payment at $1,500. They've sat down, they've had conversations and said, you know, in our budget, we feel comfortable with a $1,500 a month mortgage payment. Now, if they were to say, you know, but maybe we wait until the spring to buy, or maybe wait until next year to buy, that same $1,500 mortgage payment, if interest rates were to go up, is going to cost, they're going to be able to buy less house. For every 1% that an interest rate goes up, typically you can probably buy 10% less house. So to make an easy example, a $200,000 house that you could purchase now at an interest rate of 4.5% would, if interest rates go up to 5.5%, you're really only able to purchase $180,000. So that's, that $20,000 less of a house that you can purchase.
Okay, now rising rates and home values have been increasing. How does that impact buyers out there in terms of what they can afford?
Yeah, so not only if you wait a year, you wait 9 months to buy a house, and interest rates have gone up, so you can only buy a $180,000 house. Another simple thing would be that house that is $180 now may be $210, you know, or right around $200 in the spring, or you know, in a year when the value of a home has gone up. So not only are you able to buy less because interest rates are raising on you, the houses are increasing in value. In the last, over the last 2 years, the average sales price in Kansas City has gone up $20,000. So the average sales price of a home in Kansas City has gone up $20,000. So waiting a couple more years could make a real big difference in how big of a house you could, you know, how much of a house you could get for your money.
But I guess the good news is that our houses that we're trying to sell, if you're trying to upgrade, you're going to get more out of your home.
Well, so that's another thing that I think a lot of people sometimes are kind of sitting and waiting on the fence, because they're going, okay, yeah, the market's recovering, the market's recovering. But, you know, man, we really took a hit on our house because we purchased back in 06. We purchased back in 07. And so sometimes I sit down and I have conversations with those people, and they're saying, well, we want to hold out and maybe wait a year or so, and maybe we'll get more for our house. So yes, they may be able to get another $5,000 out of the home that they're living in. But if they're upgrading in a year and a half, they may be paying $15,000 more or $20,000 more for that new house. So it really outweighs things, especially if there's maintenance and additional things that they're going to have to take care of holding on and waiting.
How does someone lock into that interest rate if you think they're going to go up even more than they are now? Yeah,
so typically you do need to have an address for a lender for them to be able to lock you in. Now, many lenders have you know, different options where you could do a 60-day lock, a 90-day lock. When you get out a little further, there's definitely different programs. So you might have to pay a point to kind of lock in early, and then you have options to maybe float that down later. But you really do have to get out and hit the pavement and find the right house, and that's the way you're going to be able to lock in.
So ultimately, don't wait.
Don't wait.
If you want to buy a house, then maybe act now.
You might, and if you have friends that are looking and buying, you know, looking at houses, they can tell you that the difference between a house that's $360,000 and $400,000 is a lot. I mean, whether it's that it's not maintained as well, or it's not in as nice of a location, that difference makes a huge, you know, difference in the quality of home you're getting and how much your home you're getting.
Great information. Thank you so much for stopping by. All right.